Hey YouTube, it's Donna. Hey guys, I'm just going to wait a few minutes before getting started to see if anybody hops in here with me. And I know this isn't always the best time for everybody, but this is the time I have. Today we're going to be talking about some of the herbal remedies and home tonics and things that we use around our house. And I'd love to discuss and learn what everyone else in this chat will recommends and uses as well. So I see a couple people hopping on. If you can drop a hello in the chat, let me know who you are so I can welcome you. And hitting that thumbs up and liking everything is awesome. TNS Dogs and Dragonflies Farm, hello. And I just recently learned you guys are in California too. That is awesome. I'm just enjoying some cool iced tea. This is sun tea that I made yesterday. And we'll get started here. Do you have any favorite recipes or home remedies that you use that you keep on hand on a regular basis? If so, drop a comment and let me know what you guys like to use. And today I just finished a video. I need to edit it and get it loaded, but we made, can you guess what this is? Can you tell me what this is? My kitchen smells divine, like ginger and horseradish. I love this stuff. We'll be talking about that in just a little bit here. Just give it a couple minutes. That is fire cider, that's right. Have you guys made that before, or are you familiar with it? I've been posting about it all day. I've been really excited. I make this every year. We try to keep it on hand. It will last up to a year. Once it's made, it takes about 4 weeks. Sometimes we get a little ahead of ourselves when we're running low and need some more, and we'll pour some out after about 2 weeks. But it takes about 4 weeks to have its full strength. It's really good, and I'm going to share some ways that we actually enjoy using it, not just by taking a couple of tablespoons of it a day, but ways that you can use it in salads and drinks and other things, and how our family enjoys it. You may not be aware, but if you've been watching our videos, we like spicy. And I'm excited. Paul bought some, and I can't remember how to say it, Pocky Chips or something. Hang on just a sec here. That's this here, these one chip challenge. They have a bag of chips now, and you can win one of these if you enter the code in. And we got a bag yesterday. Paul got a bag. They're pretty spicy. We enjoyed the chips. Even Logan ate some, although his mouth was on fire afterwards. But we were winners. Our first bag that we tried of those, we entered the code in, and my stepson bought this for my husband for, I think, Christmas last year. So, and he hasn't wanted to do a review on it, but we won another Reaper chip, so we will be trying that. Paul and I he told me I have to try it as well, so he's going to torture me with that. And I'm a lightweight, but we'll see how I do. It's probably going to be pretty funny. I'll be jumping for the milk. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm on today to discuss some of our home remedies and things that we keep on hand to help fight the cold and flu season, to help other things such as some of the essential oils and things that we use around the house. just ways that we things that we do to keep healthy. And that's what we're going to discuss. So let's hop right in and talk about our fire cider. So fire cider is a wonderful, savory, spicy, healthy tonic. It takes about 4 weeks to be at full strength and really ready to enjoy. Although, like I said earlier, we have broken into it after about 2 weeks. You're going to make it, and then every other day or so, you're going to shake it up, give it a good shake, make sure everything's mixed around inside. Other than that, it just sits on your shelf. So what goes into this? What I use is several different types of hot peppers, as hot as you can stand. Today, we used jalapenos and habaneros. I used 4 of each. You also use ginger root, horseradish root, garlic cloves, onion, lemon. There's 7 or 8 different things. Over the years, I've also added turmeric to this batch. Turmeric is a wonderful, almost your all-around health remedy. It has so many beneficial uses to it. And over the last 10 years that I've been making this, our recipe has changed. It started out just with the peppers, onions, and garlic, along with the apple cider vinegar. And I use the Bragg's with the mother in it. You want the raw apple cider vinegar. And you mix it all together. And like I said, let it sit on the shelf for about 4 weeks. Then you're going to strain it. So you just have the pure liquid left, put it in a jar, seal the, like in a mason jar, seal the lid on tight, and it's good for about a year. Some of the benefits of fire cider. Let's talk about the horseradish and what it's good for. I have my notes over here. You'd think I would remember all of this over the years, but horseradish is amazing. It's good to fight colds and flus. The ginger is helpful with easing muscle pain. It's a good digestive agent. It helps with stomach aches. When I was pregnant with my boys, I would go get that ginger candy, the natural ginger candy, and I would suck on that when I was nauseated with morning sickness. Ginger is amazing. It also helps with gas, respiratory infections, and such. And then there's onion. Onion is delicious and amazing. It benefits the bones and connective tissues. It's also an anti-inflammatory agent. We have in there the hot peppers. We are using jalapenos and habaneros in this jar here. As I said, the hotter, the better. It's whatever you can stand. The peppers are great for boosting the immune system, but also for boosting your metabolism, and have been used in weight loss remedies and things in the past. It's also a great relief for headaches and the respiratory sinus. It definitely clears out the sinuses. Many of you know when you bite into a hot pepper, your sinuses will clear, your nose will start to drain. They also release endorphins. So then we go on to our lemon. Lemon is a wonderful agent that helps with digestion and also reduces inflammation. It helps aid in losing water or helps fight against water retention. Have you ever heard one of the remedies and things, I don't know if you'd call it a remedy, but one of the things that I was always told to do first to help promote weight loss and good digestion, just overall good health in the morning, is to take a glass of warm water, or at least water at room temperature, with lemon juice. And you want that to be the very first thing you drink in the morning. And it helps you with your digestion. It helps with that water retention. It helps you lose weight and boost that metabolism. The turmeric, again, is amazing. It's an all-around good cure-all. It helps to I can't say it fights cancer, but it helps to, it helps promote the chemotherapy and to help break down that cancer and get rid of that cancer. It aids other things as well. It alleviates arthritis. It's a very good health food, that an antioxidant. It's an anti-inflammatory, antiviral. And then you're going to use your raw apple cider vinegar. That eases your digestion. It has been an old folk remedy for many, many years. And it's been said to help with digestion as well as weight loss. It fights obesity. It's also used as an antifungal. We put this in the chicken's water to keep it clean and healthy. So fire cider is just one of the many things that we make and keep around the house to keep us healthy through the cold and flu season. Some of the other things that I'd love to share with you and talk to you about are some of the essential oils we use. I talked about putting the apple cider vinegar in the chicken's water. Hey, Texas Life Julie, how you doing? Glad you could join us today. So I was just talking about the fire cider that I made today and some of the things that we keep around the house to help with the cold and flu season, and just things that we keep on hand to help keep us healthier and use as little first aid remedies and things like that. And I was talking about putting the apple cider vinegar in the chicken's water. But I also add oregano oil. This oregano oil is a great natural antibiotic. It's great for humans as well as your pets. We put that in the chicken's water to help keep them healthy. Glad to hear you're doing good, Texas Life. We use many, many different essential oils. I'll leave a link where I pick mine up. I get a brand called Pure, and it's a company called Melaleuca that actually makes it. And they're just as good as Young Living or doTERRA. All of these companies kind of use the same, they get them from the bigger companies, but they can sell them cheaper. But it's the same stuff. It smells great. It works great. I haven't seen a big difference in them. I do love my Young Living oils, but the Pure brand is about half the price. One of the oils that this here is my cure-all. This is T36 Melaleuca oil. The Melaleuca oil is only found from Australia. It is tea tree oil, but it is only a certain plant that the T36 Melaleuca oil comes from. And this is a wonderful remedy for many, many things. It is gentle enough to put in your mouth on a cold sore. It cures yeast, staph, fungal infections. It will help get rid of a cold sore within a day or two. We always use this and keep this on hand. I have several bottles of it, and we go through it. But the awesome thing is this is strong enough to take tar off your car without scratching it or ruining the paint. So we use this for many, many things. We also have lavender. I just grabbed a few oils, some of the ones that we use all the time. This is great for skin irritations and such. Tea tree is great. There are so many benefits of tea tree. And along with the things that we buy or make, I try to use as much out of my garden. I'm working on building a nice, beautiful herb garden. And we just got in some lavender. This smells divine. This is the Phenomenal Lavender. I picked this up from Burpee Gardens. I ordered this last year, and it just arrived a few days ago. So these need to get transplanted. I have 3 of them to add to the herb garden. And the weather is getting nasty out there. It's really cooling off, so I'm hoping they'll do okay. I know in another couple of months we'll be getting snow here. So, I talked a little bit about some of the things that we use around the house. I'd love to hear if you can put it in the chat. What are you guys using? What remedies do you keep on hand? Things that you keep on hand on a regular basis to help the cold and flu season, minor cuts, bruises, scrapes, things like that. In fact, I will share one. I mentioned last week that Ethan cracked his head open, and last Wednesday. And one of the things that help with the swelling and even the redness, the scarring, is a little bit of lavender oil and a raw egg. You wipe that raw egg on it, and it actually compresses it. And he didn't have any bruising or swelling. All that was left was a little red cut. It was right here in the middle of his forehead, and it looks great now. So some lavender mixed with raw egg is a great cure-all for cuts and scrapes and bruises, especially on the head. I'd love to hear what you guys use. I'm still getting used to just talking out in the open and doing these lives. So if you guys can interact, drop some comments in the comment box and chat with me, that would be great. Let me know that you're enjoying this chat, that this is helpful, that you're learning anything. Yes, clove for toothache. I have clove on hand as well. Lavender is a relaxing fragrance. Yep, and coconut. And in fact, I won't get it down because it's at the top of the cupboard. We use coconut oil, and we actually do oil pulling for our teeth as well. And it's a great relief and good for the gums. Some people have told me that it's actually gotten rid of cavities. I don't have any cavities, so I'm not sure about that. But one of the other things for the gums and the teeth is this melaleuca oil. You can mix it with your own toothpaste, or the company actually sells some specialty toothpaste with the melaleuca oil in it. And since I've been brushing with that and using the melaleuca oil, you can even take a Q-tip and just rub your gums with it if you have gum disease and bleeding or anything. I have had a much better dental checkup. They say my teeth look great, that my gums are healthier. I used to, when I was in Fresno, we had really hard water. I wasn't eating right, probably not brushing as well as I should, but my gums were always bleeding. I had to get injections and deep cleanings. And since I started doing the oil pulling, since I started using the melaleuca toothpaste and mixing it with my toothpaste, I don't have any of those problems anymore, which is great. My dental hygiene has amped way up. So, and I get my boys to brush with it. They don't like the flavor of it. I will tell you, this stuff tastes nasty. It doesn't smell the greatest. I know it smells very medicinal. But it works wonders. Tea tree oil is amazing. Just put on a cut or anything. It'll help you from getting infections. Like I said, it kills staph, it kills yeast. It'll help with fungal infections. It's still gentle enough to put in your mouth, but strong enough to take the tar off your car. And I have used it for that. Went down a road, and all the underside of my brand new vehicle had tar stuck all over the bottom up off the road. And I took a cotton ball or whatever, put it on there, rubbed it on there, let it sit for a few minutes, and just scrubbed a little bit, and it came. Any other suggestions or things that you would like to talk about? I'll leave this time open to ask questions today. my other video and drop the comment in the box. You do have to go over and watch one other video to get the correct answer. Be sure to do so because I am giving away a $25 gift card for Amazon. Now, I'm seeing up at the top of my computer, it's saying that my connection is unstable. Can you guys hear me? Are you seeing me okay? You can drop a little message in the comment box and let me know if you can see and hear me okay. That would be awesome. All right, awesome. I'm back. I just noticed that went away. So anyways, I was just letting you guys know, and as a reminder, that I do have the 200 subscriber giveaway going on. So if you haven't jumped over and watched that video, make sure you watch it and leave a comment. There is a specific comment that I'm looking for to be entered into the drawing, and I'm giving away a $25 gift card for Amazon. And that drawing will be held this Thursday at 5 p.m. Ethan's going to be drawing one lucky winner for that card. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it live or not. I'm going to try to do it live. We are getting ready to head out Thursday to go to Legoland. So we're excited about that, which reminds me, next Tuesday, I will not have a Tuesday Chatter live as we will be in Carlsbad, California at Legoland. And we'll probably be heading back, enjoying the park or whatever. And unfortunately, since I don't have 1,000 subscribers, I haven't figured out how to do a live off my phone yet. So you'll just have to wait till I come home. But I am going to try to do a Sunday night live when we get back into our room on Sunday. We are excited. We bought season passes for Legoland this year, and I booked the hotel for a whole week, and we're going to go enjoy it. It'll be about I think we've been there in the last 3 or 4 years 3 times. So it's exciting. The boys love it. We like it. Next year we might get season passes somewhere else, but kind of exciting. So does anyone have any questions for me? Anything you'd like to know about us? Anything you'd like to know about any of the remedies we use? Any suggestions that you have for me? Would love to hear. I'm going to leave things open for comments and chat for the next 5 minutes, and then we'll probably wrap things up if there's not a whole lot going on. And I guess something I can share with you. I am a certified Reiki master. I am a certified crystal healer, and I am working on just herbalism and things like that. Those are some of my interests, and trying to keep my family safe and healthy. We are all about being more self-sufficient here. Although we aren't completely self-sufficient, we are off-grid in the high desert of California, though it only takes me about 3 minutes to get to the grocery store if I really need something. We're up above our town, up on the hill, what I like to call the sleet line, because I can hike up to the snow, but it'll just give us a dusting where we're at. We're just kind of at the base of the hill as it's going down. My goal, or our family's goal, is to eventually get out of California. I'm hoping sooner than later. We've been discussing the possibility of going ahead and doing it. What we're working on right now is getting debt-free, because we have lived the great American dream with credit cards. Not so good. Not something I recommend. And we are on a better road now. So once we are out of debt, luckily my husband's in a position where if he really wanted to, he could work out of we could live out of California and he could still work here on the days that he'd have to be in town for meetings and things. He can fly in. There's some of the other guys on his team do that, but right now he's working up north in, I think, Yuba City or somewhere, which he just sent me a picture just a little while ago. I don't know if I can share this or not, but he is blocked and probably is going to be blocked for a while. Let's see if I can find this. I don't know if you guys can see this. Looks like an Ace Hardware truck. This is what he is looking at, and there's only one way to get to where he's going. So he is stuck. He said the driver and everybody was okay, but that truck took the turn a little fast, it looks like. And he said he's been sitting there for about an hour now. Not fun. So hopefully that gets cleaned up. He can make it back. I think he's on his way from Yuba City to Brentwood or somewhere else that he's working today. More meetings. I think he's doing interviews for his company tomorrow. Yep. He does a lot of driving because his drive, he left Sunday night. His drive was 8 hours to get to work. And I think he went to Sunday, he had to be in Red Bluff. So much going on with his company and all the stuff going on around power outages and everything that have been holding him up. As many of you have probably heard about the California power outages. Luckily, I did hear that our surrounding area, the power went off. The town below us wasn't affected. They are not on the same grid, I guess, as the outlying areas like we are. But the fact that I'm off grid, and again, I love being off grid, you don't have to worry about that. So, looks like we have 3 people in the chat. And if anyone has any questions or comments, I'm going to go ahead and leave it open. If not, in about 2 minutes, we've been on here almost 30 minutes. In about 2 minutes, I'll go ahead and shut things down. Do we use solar? Yes, we do. We are purely, we have solar and we also have a windmill. So we are wind and solar powered. Although I haven't even used the windmill once this year. We usually use the windmill in the wintertime when it's overcast and our solar isn't producing enough power for us. I think our windmill is 3,000 watts that it produces, and our solar array produces a lot. I can't totally remember, but we produce more power than we can use. The worst I've done here is I've ran the air fryer and the microwave and the dishwasher and everything all at once. It didn't run our power down, but it did blow the breaker. So I've learned that I can't run everything together, but I can run quite a bit, and our power does seem to last us. So our next property, when we do move out of California, we're looking at either Idaho, Arizona, possibly Utah, because that's where most of the family is. Not necessarily sure I want to go to Utah. It's a beautiful state, but I don't know. My mom would love it if I moved there. My mom is Mormon. It's some of my views are a little different. We'll just leave it at that. And we're looking for our next off-grid property, and we plan to build from the ground up. When we bought this property here in California, everything was set up. The solar system was on the roof. To get our loan, we had to take the solar system down. It was a much smaller system, and the people before us did struggle with power issues. So we added a whole 2 more. I think we have 36 panels now. I'm getting ready. Hopefully, we're probably not going to get around to it this year, but next year we will be adding a separate solar setup for the greenhouse so I can heat the greenhouse by itself. And I have tomatoes still growing out in the greenhouse. I left a couple of flats of tomatoes that I forgot about that were kind of in the back behind some things, and they decided to take off, and I have a tomato jungle in my greenhouse now. Paul hasn't wanted me to pull them because there are big, giant tomatoes. I know there are some Bonnie Best, there are some Amish paste out there, just things that I had too much to plant in the garden that got left in the greenhouse, and they've taken over. So with that, I'm probably going to call it a day, and we will see you in a couple weeks with a Tuesday chatter. I will try to come on live on Sunday from Legoland from our hotel room and give you a glimpse of that. I know we'll have the boys, and it'll probably be a little bit chaotic, but it will be fun. And we will be videotaping Legoland. The boys are doing Brick or Treat on Saturday night. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to share some of our memories and excitement with you. So thanks for those of you who have joined me and were able to hop on. I really appreciate it. Be sure to tell your friends, share the video, share our channel with your friends. We would greatly appreciate it. And if you just happen to stop on by and catch this video, give us a like. Again, share with your friends. We are all about being self-sufficient, or at least more self-sufficient, working our goal to being self-sufficient. Healthy living, making things easier, working on getting debt-free, which I am a long ways from there, but we are working on it. Might even try a no-spend month. That will be hard and a huge challenge, but we can try that. Just lots of things to share. And I also do crafts and things. I make journals, and just sharing our life and how we live here on our 3 little acres in the high desert of California. So everyone, have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you again for joining us, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.